Evening. Welcome back on this Wednesday night, March 1st, 2023 to episode 5 of WTF, the most fun you can have with your clothes on a Wednesday night.
That's fantastic.
I swear I didn't pay them
So
to laugh
true.
like that. That was a good one. You like that, huh?
That was good.
We are back with Pat Adonisio, Allison McBride, and our special guest tonight, John Donito from the the cast of Mama Rosalina, the sitcom, and his lovely lady, Melissa Ledoux. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome,
Hello.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
We're glad to be here.
So, welcome back, Allie.
Oh, thanks. I know. I feel like it's been like 84 years.
Ditched us for 2 weeks.
I did. I'm
Went
sorry.
away for a week. If anybody doesn't know, she's my work bestie. And when your work bestie goes on vacation, it's just the worst.
Miserable,
It's so bad.
right?
It really is.
We've both been there.
I really feel so abandoned. You were gone for a week, not only for a week, but then you took that Monday off after.
I did.
Oh, how dare you.
Shame on
I
you.
so abandoned.
Bonus day.
I know.
Yeah.
Bonus day.
You need that, though.
This is the first time we're seeing each other face to face since
I
I've,
know.
left.
But I harassed her all week, and I don't even feel bad about it. Sending her
While she was away?
Well,
yeah, while I was away.
I
she
want to
sent me,
know
like,
how your
memes.
nails
Like,
are.
Oh, not work
No.
stuff.
Day one while you're away.
I'm still concerned about your nails. You were not happy about that whole
I
situation.
still hate them.
Let's see. Let's see. Show off the nails.
No.
I
They're
like
pretty,
look
but they're
good.
so not you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They're not
not
me.
you.
She's going to go to my girl,
I'm
so
yeah.
Oh, your nails are always good.
they'll be
Right?
better next
So I
week.
She always has good nails.
Thank you.
And
So-
welcome back to you, Pate. You were absent last week.
I was absent.
Happy to have you back.
We only use the word absent in school. Like, you never go anywhere else and say absent. Like, the doctor's not absent.
No.
Right.
Right, the
Doctor-
cashier's not absent, but you're absent only at school. But I was absent from here.
You were absent from the panel, and we missed you. And I was thinking about you the other day. Are you still having the mice in the walls?
Oh, my God. But no, thank God. It sounded like dance recital back there. Like,
Of your house?
yeah, so I live in a townhouse, and it's the wall that I share with one of my neighbors, obviously, right? But it was just one wall. They never were in the house.
Okay.
Just for everybody out there, there's no mice in the house, okay?
I told you
So-
to burn the house down.
I almost called Tracy again because I was
Yeah.
like, for sale, we just have to see, we have to go. But so I called pest control, and they were like, oh, well, we can come out, but we can't dig through the wall. Like, they won't put a hole in the wall because there's a house next to me. Right. Okay, fine. I go, I have to live with these creatures? Like, this is not acceptable.
Yikes.
So long story short, there was traps put inside and outside and all this. I never caught any. And then, so I closed up the little holes that were made. Like, I had to pull back the baseboard, And then there's like little holes, and we had little things with peanut butter. Suckers never came out.
No.
So anyway, we closed it all up, and I heard them one more time, and then that was it. So I don't know what's going on back there. Yeah.
Their last dance.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But it was like,
Oh,
what are they
sound
doing?
Awful, yeah.
You know?
I've heard them in the wall before, and it's
It's
frightening.
awful. Because it's so creepy. And I'm like, they're going to chew through the wall.
It
You know?
sounds like it. No,
Yeah.
you sure they were mice? Like, was it?
I'm pretty sure they were because a friend of mine had one of those, those cameras, they're on that like thingy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they put it in the wall and looked, and we saw mice dropping. So, yeah, so we're pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay.
And you know what happened is because my neighbors got like 2 cats or something. And I said, you know what happened is they probably got like scared into my unit because I don't have any pets, right?
Scared you over,
And
yeah.
I found out that one neighbor feeds some of the animals outside. And so I think what's happening is like they're getting fed and then they're like, let me just find a little place to go. But I haven't
warm.
heard them. I don't care as long as I don't hear them. If I don't hear them, they're not there, right?
Exactly.
Right,
Don't
exactly.
make yourself known. We can coexist as long as I don't know you're there.
Correct. Otherwise, we're setting fire to the house.
I actually, we had a mouse one time. I actually packed my bags and packed. Cole was a baby. I packed Cole up, took the pack and play, and went to my brother's house. Call me when they're
hilarious.
gone. I can't. You know what? I saw it. I saw the mouse. It made itself known. It just like scampered across the living room floor.
Right.
And I said, I'm out. I
No,
cannot.
I would have been gone.
Can't sleep here.
No,
Can't-
thank you.
Thank God I never saw
can't
them.
live.
right? So I sent Mark downstairs, like in the morning. I'm like, go down and see if there's a mouse in the
Yes,
trap.
I did that.
Not that
Yeah.
I don't know what difference that would have made. I would have still had to
Yeah.
go downstairs, but I sent my 13-year-old son downstairs.
I always did that with
Free
Noah. I would
soul.
be like, check the traps. You have to
Yes.
get rid of them. And he'd
Right.
be like, got one, Mom.
Oh, man. Well, it's
I'm like,
funny
"Get rid of
because the first night we were in Puerto Rico, we were all sitting around watching the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden my friend Kate just starts freaking out. She's like, I saw a cockroach. Saw a cockroach. It was so big. Saw a cockroach. We're all freaking out now. We moved the chair, the couch. We're looking for it. It was a baby crab that had gotten into the condo.
That's a lot cuter.
Oh, thank
That
God.
was way better than
Thank
We had to get the
Cockroach.
crab out of the condo, but everyone thought it was like the color of a cockroach. Like it looked like
A random crab in the house?
little
Like a hermit crab?
no, like a crab,
Like a.
Like a
we
tiny
are,
blue.
live.
like a regular crab.
No.
But it wasn't blue. It
That's
was
like
like
chicken dance.
it was
That's
like
not a
brownish
Yeah.
red. So it looked like a cockroach.
Jamie Kravitz says, why can't I see anything?
Sorry, I got so
I don't know.
excited.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Is Jamie Kravitz, are you on YouTube? Or?
Yeah, I was on YouTube.
Oh yeah, she
But
You
maybe
have
she
to-
can see something now.
You've got to go to the live and click on the live episode. Go to the
Oh, she
live.
goes, I can see now. Okay.
Good
cool.
girl. We had a pet hermit crab at one point, and went to feed it one day, and it was gone. It was not in the little
Stop it
cage.
right now.
I would be
Missing.
moving out.
I don't know how it got out. I don't know how it got out. But I mean, that was it. We're like, oh, it's gone. We couldn't find it anywhere. 2 weeks later,
No, stop.
It comes back in a new shell.
vacuuming. I am
And left, came back.
vacuuming, and damn it, if it didn't crawl out from under the couch.
Oh my God, for
It was
2
alive?
weeks?
2 weeks later, yeah.
It would have been funny if it came back with like
Don't
a
they have
soda
to
can
eat
on
or
its
something?
back instead. Like,
Yeah, how did it survive for 2 weeks without food or
How did it get
water?
out? That's the question.
Right.
that's
true.
How did it get out?
You know, though that happened to us, Mark won one or bought one down the shore. Caitlin did. I can't remember. It was some years back when I lived in that other townhouse, right? Well, we had it. It was in the bathroom, and it crawled out. And then Mark was freaking out because it was crawling in his room, shellless, no shell at all. It was out of its shell. I was like, get a bag, put it right outside. It was like 107 degrees outside. I go, I do not care. Get it out of the house. We're done. No more. No more pets.
Calling PETA. Oh, that was great. We have to wish a happy birthday to Ryan Anson. Happy birthday, Ryan Anson.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
Happy
Happy birthday.
Hi, happy birthday, girl. She is Haley's best friend since like kindergarten, so she's like my.
Debbie says she's calling PETA on me.
she already called. You know, she already called. Also, want to say hello to Tom McGreevy from the Lift Method. Tom, I did it. It worked, and thank you so much. Yeah, who's Tom McGreevy?
Yeah, and what's
did
the
I do?
lift
Did you
method? I'm
ask?
excited to hear about
Ooh.
this.
The Lift Method. All right, Tom McGreevy is this wonderful man that I've had the opportunity to work with over the last few weeks. He developed this form of meditation called the Lift Method, and it recreates basically a runner's high or even like a cannabis high. So you meditate and you feel like you're in this state, and it's so great for anxiety, so many other things too. But
I want to hear about this.
Tom is going to be on the show. He's going to be in the studio in May. But Tom, thank you so much. You've helped me so much. I am going to be, real with you guys. Since we've been doing this show, every time before I come on the air, I have like a drink or two because I'm so nervous. And I didn't like that. What are you laughing for? I didn't like the fact that I was like, I need a drink to do this, and this is something I love to do. So I didn't like that. So I said to him today, I was like, I'm going to try the meditation method before I go on tonight. And it really worked. I wasn't nervous at all. I mean, I did bring a White Claw just in case it didn't work, but I didn't need it. So I'm
feeling
really
very
proud of
zen right
myself.
now?
I'm so grateful to
I love that.
Tom McGreevy and the Lift Method.
So, how long before you got here did you do it?
I did it in the car, like 20 minutes before I got
Okay.
here. I just
Oh, in
sat
the
Is it like
car.
mindful breathing or something? Is it
It
like along
is,
those lines?
yeah.
Okay.
We should
Yeah.
all take a class.
Okay, so you can go to liftmethodmeditation.com and read about it. But again, he's going to be in the studio sometime in May to tell us all about it.
Very cool.
It's pretty amazing.
Nice.
Tom says you're my best student. Oh, that's
Tom
so
is the best
sweet.
teacher. Listen, I've been on this kind of little spiritual journey and tried so many different kinds of meditation. I really thought I needed some meditation in my life, and I have not been able to ever get into, I would call it a meditative state. You know, I've just never really felt anything. This was a game changer. It really was different.
So cool.
I want to try
Very
this. I do.
awesome.
We're
I'm into
all
that.
going to
I wanna
try it.
that.
I'm going to share the link with you, and you
Awesome.
can sign up for his, it's just like an online course. Do it. It's amazing.
Nice.
Life-changing.
I like it.
Wow.
I like it.
For
Yeah.
real. So we have on our panel John Zanito, who you may know as my baby brother. John Zanito from the cast of Mama Rosalina, the sitcom.
Yes.
So if you've been watching, you know that Mama Rosalina, the sitcom, is a show that we are both part of. It has been airing on CNJN on Fridays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. And it's just a really fun show, so check it out if you haven't seen it yet. You can also go to cnjn.org for, you know, all the ways to watch it. Like them on Facebook, Instagram, all the shit, you know.
Yes.
Can you stream it, or is it just live?
You can stream it. It
Yeah.
streams on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
CNJN has an app for those.
We're big
Nice.
time.
Services.
We're big time, girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're big
Okay.
Don't mess
So you
around.
haven't watched yet.
We're not worthy.
That's what
We're
you
I
not
have. I
worthy.
admit I haven't watched.
I
it
haven't
yet,
watched
so
it.
I
I'm
have
sorry.
to-
Oh,
Watch.
it's really funny.
I have
I'm
to
sorry.
watch.
It premiered while I was sitting on a beach in Puerto Rico.
Oh, we feel so
Allison
bad.
didn't even watch it. You didn't watch
I didn't
either.
watch it.
I really,
All right, I don't
Catch
feel so
up.
bad then.
I really felt so abandoned by you. I'm still
I'm
like.
sorry. You have
We haven't even
PTSD.
gone to lunch since you've been back. Like,
Do your breathing. Do your breathing.
I know.
Well,
I
there's.
hope you fall off your bike and knock your two front teeth
That's
out.
what she sent me. That's what she sent me in Puerto Rico.
You left me in the trenches taking grenades.
Oh goodness.
Anyway, so John Donito from the cast of Mama Rosalina. What made you want to join the cast of Mama Rosalina, the sitcom?
So it started with the play.
What play?
The play prior to the sitcom was, oh my goodness, The Fine Tapestry of
Ciccolini.
Mother. The
The
Ciccolini
Ciccolini sisters, which I was the star of.
You were.
The Ciccolini sisters.
You
that,
were.
That play?
That's.
Okay.
I think that's the one.
I would like to think that John was the star. Papa.
Oh, Papa.
Papa.
Yeah, there's some debate on the star.
I was
And-
clearly the main character.
I brought tears to people's eyes though.
So did I.
Oh my God, we
And
need
I
a scoreboard
sang.
here.
So in that
Yeah.
play, which I loved doing, it was actually Janine Verducci's prior play, The Fine Tapestry of Motherhood, that you were in, and I went to see it, and it was, I got the bug.
So the Ciccolini sisters was your first acting
It was.
gig ever.
Yeah, it definitely was. I know it may not seem like that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it was, and it was so exciting. And so when Janine had the sitcom coming up, I'm like, absolutely, I'm in. Whatever you need me for, and glad she found a couple roles for me. And
Yeah, so you have
It's-
two different roles in the show, right?
yeah,
So fun to like portray different characters and that are totally different. It's a lot of fun.
yeah, they were very different, and it was very exciting to do, and I was honored to be a part of it. And hopefully, some more episodes coming soon. Get some eyes
Could
on the
be.
show.
Oh yeah, he's ready for Hollywood.
Yeah.
Now, what is your biggest takeaway from filming Mama Rosalina? Do you have like a special memory or a favorite moment?
I guess really up until the end of the process. I mean, it was over a year from like rehearsing and auditioning and everything in between. It was the end part when we finally filmed it, where you saw everything coming together, where it was like, this is going to work. Not that I doubted it, but like, oh, this is actually coming together.
This is really good.
We would do the rehearsing in bits and pieces, and you're like, nothing. Not that it wasn't going to be good, but you just don't see it.
Right, and
For
you're
what
also,
it is, yeah.
you know, in a sitcom, you're shooting out of sequence.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
you shoot
in
out of
sequence, right?
sequence, so you don't really know how it's all
You
gonna.
can't really
Right.
see it
You
coming
don't-
together
right.
until
Right.
it comes
And
together.
you're not there for the
Yeah.
other scenes, right? That you're not
Right.
in.
So
So
when you see it
you don't
all
see the
edited
story.
together, you're like, wow, that's pretty
And
cool.
it was really in the editing room, sitting behind Jim. He let people come in and big monitors. You see all the cameras, and he's doing his directing and everything, and you see it on there, like, oh my goodness, this is actually a TV show. The only thing, the play was a lot different because everyone was all together, right? You're on the stage, so everyone was all together, like during the performances, and
Yeah.
you kind of missed that with the sitcom because everyone's just in and out doing their scenes.
Right, you're there for your scene and then you're out. Yeah.
Both,
a little
were
different.
fantastic, but yeah, it was a great experience. And
What do you prefer? Do you prefer like the stage acting like in a play, or do you like the format of filming a sitcom?
I guess overall, the play, you just have that like, kind of instant feedback, like from
I'm sure it's a
the
different
audience.
atmosphere.
Yeah, and the nerves kind of get you going when you see the people out there.
Is it that instant gratification of like knowing the people like what you're doing?
Eventually, yes, but the very first, because I was in the opening scene,
Yeah.
and we're out there, and there's the three girls were on there, and kind of getting a little nervous, and I took a little peek out. I'm like, do not do that again. No, and there were like 30 people.
You
Yeah.
never look.
Now we're in their seats. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that.
Nope,
again.
don't look.
Yeah, so
No.
just try to kind of
Be
focus that. Yeah.
surprised.
But that was a great atmosphere, and you kind of hear the little jokes that are in there, and you hear people laughing. Like, oh, they got it. Like
Yeah.
it landed, and
works.
so that's I think kind of that live feedback is what I prefer in the process.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Now, do you think you'll continue to pursue acting on any level?
I mean, I would like to, but I know it's a lot of work. Like that's a job by itself.
It is. It's a commitment.
Yeah.
Big time commitment.
So I mean, I would love to, but I don't know
Some
what's
local
involved.
theater.
Yeah, they have that right. There's some local theater.
McCarter. There's one.
Mercer County
Yardley.
has one,
Yeah,
right?
the
Kelsey.
Bucks County Playhouse.
I think McCarter is a
They're
little
all,
like
professional actors. Like,
those are professional.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
at Mercer
Yeah, a lot of them
County?
do Broadway shows at McCarter.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
Hey, I mean, sky's the limit. Why not?
Is this
Why not?
is this a new business venture?
it might be
Community theater.
Community theater.
Community theater?
star of stage and screen. I can do that.
Theater.
Yeah.
Now, since the show ended, it's always like a letdown because you're with everybody, like you meet once a week, and it's just you're so involved, and then after it wraps, it's like you have this little void, and it's a little depressing. What have you
Yeah.
been doing since we wrapped? And like, what are you doing to fill your time?
So we've been doing from the beginning of the year. Melissa and I have been doing like a pizza tour, I guess is what we call it. And so we've been visiting pizza restaurants in the area, and just to have pizza. We're not rating and judging and coming back and posting, oh, this was great, this
Just
was
trying
crap.
like new places.
Yeah, new places, revisiting familiar places, and because it's a lot of people think pizza is a very simple food, just a few ingredients,
It is, but
which it is.
They're
right?
always the hardest to,
Yeah.
Right.
to make.
There's so
really
many
well.
different variations
Ways to do
and
it.
different
So
ways to make
quick interjection here. Denise says Bristol Riverside Theater might be somewhere to look into.
Oh, there you
I'll have
go.
to. Thank you, Denise.
Jot that down.
Write that down.
There are a lot of comments on the pizza too. Can you see those on Facebook?
Oh.
I'm on the live. There's
Oh, because you posted something earlier. I
Oh,
remember what
and
you were
it's
saying.
on that.
Yeah.
All right, let
Oh,
me
is it on
try
that
to get my
feed?
life together over here, and I will try.
okay. Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah, we're
remember
always
seeing
taking recommendations.
So
I
tell
got
us,
it. Yep.
tell us about the pizza tour while I try to look for these
So
comments.
some mostly revisiting places we've been to before. In no particular order, the 3 Lorenzos in the area.
There are
Robbinsville-
3.
Robbinsville, which is the old Hudson Street. I'm
Right.
aging myself, but I'm proud of that. Sloan Avenue,
Right.
the old Hamilton Avenue, and then Di Lorenzo's The Berg. It's another relative opened a place in Levittown.
Oh, you were
that's
telling
right.
me.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Family member, and so that's where we've hit those. We tried Palermo's in Bordentown, Massimo's out in Robbinsville. We went there, and I think one of the first new places, Conti's.
Oh, that's
in
where you went
Princeton.
last
Princeton,
week.
That's where we
yeah.
went
We were there
last night.
with our
Last
good
night?
friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was your
So-
first time going, right?
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
Delicious.
It was very
Love
good.
Conti.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere. You gotta
Yeah.
love
The
it.
atmosphere was so different than
Can
what
we go
I
for lunch?
Lunch?
Can
expected.
we do lunch?
Okay.
It's
Okay,
an amazing
great.
place. And what we try to do is, so with Conti's, a good friend of ours, Craig, loves the place, always goes there. So we invited him to join us. And Allie joined us at Sloan.
Sloan Di
Lorenzo's,
Lorenzo,
Sloan Avenue,
yeah.
just to kind of bring some people in that's like their favorite place or a place that they like to go to, just to kind of bring it in and just have a conversation over pizza.
Yeah.
It's a very social food, right? It's one tray.
It really is.
Two or three trays on the table, and everyone's kind of pulling from it.
Depending
And
on
it's,
who's going.
it's not just your head down in your
You're
dish.
sharing. You're breaking bread together.
Exactly.
Literally breaking bread.
Exactly. So it's that's one of the reasons we wanted to do it too. So
All right, so there's some
good conversations.
Yes, there's some comments here on Facebook from earlier today. Have you tried the Trenton tomato pie?
we have, yeah, like
Yes.
in general, like that's Di Lorenzo's. That's their.
So that is
their
that
staple.
Di Lorenzo's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's their style.
So someone said Jeppy's, Palermo's. You said you went.
So Jeppy, I
What's
want to go back to
Jeppy's?
Jeppy's. I went there, and I didn't realize they didn't have any. There's like one or two small tables in there,
Oh, okay.
and I
So
don't know,
it's more of a
someone was
take
sitting there.
home.
Yeah. So and I like to eat it. It's best fresh, of course. So I didn't go there. I want to revisit that because that
Okay.
is an old friend's place. You know who runs Jeppy's? It's the Cheeches.
Yeah, Anthony Chicha.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I haven't seen him in ages, but that's his place.
Yeah.
And would love to try it.
So you'll have to look at the Facebook because there's a bunch of other recommendations
Yes. So
here.
Carol Smith Gephardt says JoJo's
Oh.
has a great
Oh,
pie.
the
We all
JoJo's
know.
pie
did-
is
we
good.
did JoJo's.
Yeah, that's our.
So there's another
Joseph
one.
Maroli says Papa's is number one. Also Di Lorenzo's, JoJo's, and Conti's.
Yep, Joe,
Yeah.
we did all
So
those.
Jim here
Papa's
also
Joe.
says
pie.
Pete and Elda's in Neptune.
Yes, Pete and Elda's has. And you have to go there.
I've
It's-
never been, but I've heard
It's
good
such
things.
a different style. It's the thinnest
never even heard of it.
crust pizza
Oh, really?
you will ever
Yeah.
experience.
You should be our guest.
It's a thin, crispy. Let's go.
How about
do
the
it.
whole panel
Why are we
go?
not
Let's
taping
go.
this? We
Let's
should be
go.
like taping this
Field
when we
trip.
go out.
Yeah.
Field trip.
Field
yeah.
trip?
Yeah, if
All right.
anybody
We're
wants
gonna
to
do
join
this.
Oh, I was
us,
gonna say it's a little far because we could bring it into the studio, but also no one wants to hear
No,
us
you
like
have
chomping
to-
down on
we're just
pizza.
gonna
Hey,
eat
ASMR.
pizza. You guys
I feel,
watch.
especially with pizza, you have to eat it there because you put
Yeah,
it in the box,
that's
it
true.
changes the whole.
Absolutely.
Very
Yeah,
true.
Absolutely.
Everything about it.
Debbie
changes.
just said something to me about pizza. I like Brothers Pizza across from Kmart. Yeah, you know what?
Yes.
Though? Yeah, like I love.
They have the best Sicilian.
Yes, the best
The
Sicilian ever
best.
in this town.
Yes.
There's a better Sicilian out of town. But
Where's that
definitely-
at? Tell us.
It's far. It's actually really far. It's in Old Forge, Pennsylvania.
Where the hell is that?
It's like up by Scranton in that area.
So you guys know where Old Forge
Yes,
is?
it is a little place called Arcaro and Janelle's, and it's fantastic. So fantastic that my dad was up there because one of we have family up there. One of my uncles had passed away, and that's where the repast was. I said, "Bring me home." And Arcaro and Janelle's Pizza, and he did 2.5 hours. Drove it home. He got it. My dad put it all in like freezer paper. And
Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's
everything
gonna be
like that.
good.
Oh yeah, he had it all real nice and all the paper, the freezer paper, and the bags and all this. And I put it in. Oh my God, it's delicious
Now, how do you reheat pizza?
in the oven.
Always in the oven.
Always in the
We've
oven.
had this talk.
Not you can't put it in the
Yeah,
microwave.
you better
because
not
it's
put
all
the
kind of like
pizza in the
rubbery.
microwave.
How do you reheat pizza?
What do you do? Microwave
We're
it?
brother. You're my brother. We grew up together. So
I looked at you like you were crazy. I'm like, in the
Well,
oven.
Tell
What
me
are you
how
doing?
you reheat pizza.
So quick and easy toaster oven at the very least,
Oh.
but a frying pan
Oh.
is
Really?
the
Yes.
best way.
Fry it,
Get
fry it
out.
up in a pan.
Because the bottom, you have to
Stop
get
it.
the bottom to crisp back up again.
Okay, makes
And you
sense.
can't
Okay.
do that in a toaster. With an air fryer, maybe.
Maybe.
But you have to be careful. But you do on a frying pan.
And then you cover it.
Yeah, tent it.
and then the cheese
with a
doesn't
little
burn.
thing.
That's
right, the
true.
cheese will get. That's why you tent it right. So
All right,
the heat
talk
gets
to me
on the
about
cheese
this
and
whole
melt
process.
that.
So
Yeah,
what are you
what
putting,
do you
like
think?
olive oil in the pan?
Tent
Like, what are we
it?
frying
A
it
little
with?
foil tent.
Tent it.
Takes the pizza very
A
seriously.
foil tent? Like really? Like Reynolds wrap?
I
You
put the
just
damn
Yeah,
pan
but-
lid on. The
But
lid
sometimes
comes
that
with the
traps
pan.
in too much of the moisture, and then it kind of
You
gets
crack
back in.
it. You crack the lid.
Crack it
You
a
can
little
crack the
bit,
lid too,
yeah.
so-
All right, but I'm kind of curious. Who out there
And on the easy
listening?
one, he's like a
What?
foil tent.
So, because I was using like a square flat griddle
Okay.
for a time, and there's no lid for that, so you had to do something. So I made a
Yeah, that
little
melts
tent for
the
that.
cheese.
Yeah,
Okay, I can
so-
see in
Somebody
that
just said
application.
Mario and Frank's.
Mario and
Which
Frank's.
one?
Mario and Frank's 4.
Fieldsboro.
Is that
Is
the
that
one
what
in
that is?
Fieldsboro?
No.
It
There
just
are
says,
four
it
of
says
them?
Where's that Florence?
Hamilton Radio says Mario and Frank's 4.
Is that?
Which one?
Dr. G. Dr. G commenting.
Wait,
I
so
know there's
Jen,
two.
I think Jen just commented, you're a microwaver, aren't you, Jen?
No.
Yeah, sorry, Jen. No
No.
microwave.
No, you can't microwave.
That's
It gets all
sacrilege,
it gets
right?
like
And
all
that's-
messed up.
You're
and
not allowed to
everything.
eat pizza if you're putting it in the microwave.
Well, wait a minute. So you just stick it in the frying pan and put some foil over it, and then that's the end of it?
But you
Like-
gotta crack it.
Well,
Gotta
yeah,
crack it.
no, I get that part.
Lower heat.
Do
Right.
you put
Not
anything
like-
on the frying
I'm buying
pan?
pizza
Oil or
just
water?
to reheat it. Like
Yeah.
that's
It's
my
probably
sole
better
purpose
than
now.
the first time because the bottom gets crispy and then you have to cover it so the cheese melts on top.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
Jen
I'm gonna
says she
definitely try
Donitos
this.
it.
Let
So
me
I'm
know
assuming that means
How you like it?
I am gonna, but not for another couple weeks yet. March 17th.
Right. After
Right.
March 17th, we'll go and we'll take a
Right.
field trip to Pete and Elda's.
Yeah,
Jim
don't go
Murray,
till
hi
then.
Jim Murray. So you say Pete and Elda's, yes. Nancy's Townhouse in Rahway. Never heard of that. They're not Trenton style, I said, but they are tasty and unique.
Do I really go to a townhouse though?
Massimo.
that's your question.
Is it what?
Is it really Nancy's townhouse?
Like it's called Nancy's Townhouse. Am I going to Nancy's Townhouse? Like I want to know if I'm going to townhouse. Are we going to her
Jim
kitchen?
Murray,
What are we
where
doing?
are we going in Rahway? Like, is it a townhouse? Is it
Right,
really a
I wanna
townhouse?
know.
Is it a restaurant?
It might be one of those
We
row
need to
homes,
know.
and maybe that's why she calls it Nancy's Townhouse.
Leslie
we need to go.
Brannigan says Palizzi's Brick Oven in her neck of the woods, which is South Jersey.
All right.
So I do see a comment on the live. 2:30 a.m. Richard Donito. You guys want a tomato pie?
Oh, is that Jamie?
Of course. Yes. Would either be her or Erica, but yes, it's Jamie.
Somebody says you have to put a few ice cubes in the frying pan first. Get a little steam to melt the cheese. Do you do that?
I don't
do
find that
not.
necessary,
But
but
that's a
That's
then
a
what
good
if-
idea.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. That's Kurt Morrow. Do we know Kurt?
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know Kurt. Hi, Kurt.
So
Good tip. Thank you, Kurt.
now what about toppings?
yeah, what's your order? What do you order when you
I'm
go?
so
Like, do you have the
Oh.
same order when you go on your pizza tours, or you just?
No,
their
it
specialty?
depends.
Depends on where you're
if
going.
the restaurant has a specialty, then we like to get that. Like when we went to Papa's, we ordered a mustard pie. Last night we went to Conti's. Craig's favorite is pepperoni.
You
we
have to
ordered
get
that.
pepperoni at Conti's.
Oh my god, best pepperoni pizza I've ever had.
Always.
It was
They
so
have the
good.
little,
The little tiny
pepperonis.
little
pepperonis.
tinies
That
that like
cup up?
curl up on
Yeah.
the side.
I'm not a big fan of pepperoni, though. I know.
Me either.
Oh, that's
Me
my
either. But
go-to.
it was really good.
Okay.
Really
Conti's pepperonis. You have to get
It has a nice
pepperoni.
spice too. It's not just there for me. It's good.
good. But we do have a go-to pizza.
What's your go-to?
Sausage and roasted red peppers.
Mm.
If we go somewhere and they don't have a specialty, or if it's just us, like that's our go-to.
See,
What's your go-to?
oh, I get a little complicated. I love a pepperoni pizza, but sometimes I want to add that sweet and
Oh,
spicy.
No,
So
she's
I do
No.
the pepperoni with pineapple
Oh.
and jalapenos, and you get a little bit of
No,
the salty,
that's
sweet,
just a big
and
no.
spicy.
Pineapple.
Yeah,
Pepperoni.
so good.
No.
Pineapple and what?
Jalapenos,
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my gosh.
but you can only get it on a Sicilian pie because otherwise it
It's a
gets
very
too
Yeah,
exotic
okay.
Oh
pizza.
yeah, that would get a little messy.
That is
I'm willing
very
to try that.
exotic.
very good. It's very good.
All right.
A little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet, a little bit
Where's
of spicy.
your, like, to go?
I
your
love
go-to?
Nottingham pizza. Right on Nottingham.
Okay. How about you? What's
favorite.
your order?
You know what? I am so plain. Like, but if I get topping, it's sausage, pepper, and onion.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Same.
And Pete's Steakhouse makes a mean bar pie with sausage, pepper, and onion.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
So good. Yeah.
They really do. They do make a great pie. Pete's Steakhouse, ironically, makes a fantastic pizza.
Right. They do.
Interesting.
So pizza tour. Now, do you make pizza at home?
I do. I was making pizza in the oven. I say just in the oven. Pizza stone in the oven. But I think for a birthday, Melissa bought me the Uni, OONI, the Uni pizza oven. And it's a tabletop pizza oven, outdoors. And you could use wood as the fire. I have the connector. You could use propane as well. And it makes, I think, a 16-inch pie.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you never had us over for pizza and margaritas.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking about, like, why aren't we
Yeah.
having a party?
I know.
I mean,
Once
it's,
the
it's also
weather
40
gets
degrees
warm,
outside.
everyone will
but-
have to
right.
come over.
Because you also got the margarita machine, too.
We do have a
Margarita
margarita
machine.
machine, so we were gonna
So
do
we're going to do, I guess, in the spring.
pizza.
As soon as the weather breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, we have another
We're
comment.
over.
Jim Murray says Nancy's is actually similar to Pete and Elda's. It's delightful, near the train station, friendly atmosphere.
All right.
Delightful.
Well,
What a
let's
nice
go.
way to
Delightful. I
explain
really do
pizza.
like that
We've got some stops to make. So if anybody else has another
term.
We're gonna be very
place
busy.
they want to
Yeah.
add to the pizza
Well,
tour.
what about you, Tracy?
Leave
You didn't
us
tell us your
a
topping.
comment.
Yeah, what's your
yeah, what's your
go-to?
go-to?
My topping, I like sausage and sweet peppers at Di Lorenzo's. That's my go-to.
Mm.
Oh, the sweet peppers.
Sweet
Yeah.
peppers.
Yeah, they're so good. So good there.
Good to know.
Yeah. But for Sicilian, it's Brothers.
Definitely. Hands down.
On, what is it, White Horse?
Yeah, White Horse.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna have to
the
try
Sicilian.
that.
It is so damn good.
Sounds good.
I always get it with like extra sauce. Oh my gosh, it's so
Ooh,
good.
yum.
Sometimes we get it with garlic.
Now I want to go home and have some pizza.
Right?
Yeah.
Pizza after this?
It's actually going to be my first meal. It's funny. I just said that the other day. I said when I'm done this thing, that like March 17th, everybody's going to be doing Irish stuff. I'm going to Brothers and I'm getting myself.
Pizza. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pate is doing 75 hard.
I am.
So, again, she's a dedicated.
yeah, it's craziness. But yeah, my last day is March 16th. So March 17th, nobody's going to be eating at Brothers. It will be me alone. That's
you.
fine.
Everybody's
Clarnies.
feasting on corned beef
might
and
prefer
cabbage
it that way.
Right, having her
I'll
pie.
be at, I'll be at Brothers.
Good for
That's
you.
where you'll find me.
So we were just saying though how it's so few ingredients, but I think that makes it so hard to make. Like we cannot make it at home. Like I've tried so many different methods, and what do you think the best method is if you don't have like an uni? Do you make your own dough or?
I have made my own dough, and it's just finding the right recipe. So, and I trial and error. I used Uni has an app, and you can put in for all the calculations of flour and yeast and everything that goes in there, depending how many you want to make. And so I tried that for just the oven pizza, and it did not work. It was very tough because in the Uni, it's a minute or two, it's done. It's that hot.
Oh, wow.
So it's real fast, nice and fluffy. So the same thing in a 15 to 20 minute, whatever it is in the oven, did not work. So I just, I think Googled, and my go-to for recipes is Alton Brown. And he had he called it like the last pizza recipe, pizza dough you'll ever need. And that worked perfectly. But if you don't want to do that, you can just go to most pizza places, you can buy a dough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There'll be a few
Yeah.
bucks. Italian People's Bakery has the dough that you can buy, and I think they're always buy one get one free. And that is a perfectly fine dough to use, and just get.
Do you
whatever
think
That
that
was
the
said
pizza
like you're a real
stone-
chef and everything. I was like, it's a perfectly fine dough.
Do you think the pizza stone makes a difference? Like, Tracy, do you have a pizza stone?
I do have a pizza stone. I mean, like, what do you have to bake it at like 550
You
degrees?
have to leave.
Like,
He
gotta
leaves
be
that
hot.
pizza stone in there for hours
and you
before
have like the
ever
pizza
putting
peel,
a
and
pizza
then
in.
shove it in there.
Yeah.
See, I'm a
Absolutely.
disaster with the pizza peel. I cannot operate that. So I'll just go to DeLorenzo's.
you have to
So I'll just
practice a
leave it
little.
to the
And you need that confidence. If you
It's
have
big,
a
though,
hitch
and
for a
cumbersome.
second,
Pizza peel.
Yeah, I think I'm done with trying to.
It's
Little
not like a
cornmeal.
spatula. Like, you know what I mean?
I know, but I can't flip pancakes. Like there's something.
You're funny. My brother makes a really good homemade pizza, and my mom had gotten him a pizza stone for Christmas one year, but we struggle because we don't have one of those big
Right. So
things.
how do you get it on there?
So we struggle, but someone, I forget who it was recently, was like, you can buy the pizza stones with the handles on them now.
They do make them. Pampered Chef.
Oh, maybe it was you who was telling
That's
me
a great
that.
idea.
No, but they're like built into it.
The handles
Yeah,
were built
the
into the pizza
handles are
stone. Because otherwise it's so hard to have to like grab that stone with oven mitts and
Right.
like, it's like impossible.
You need a pizza
So the
peel.
key
Yeah.
is high temperature, high as you can bake it.
yeah, 450, 475.
For how long?
And well, you got to heat the stone up for at least an hour. The stone has
Hour?
to. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
and
like
then-
your house gets really hot.
This is a lot of
It
work.
does, it does.
This is a lot of work.
Quite the process.
Work. I'm calling you, Lou.
But that-
I'm like, I don't know, forget it. I'll just order
But
a
then
pie.
the pizza, you just put it on there 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You turn it a couple times, keep an eye on it to your desired doneness.
Okay.
And there it is. And you can experiment with your toppings. And it's, yes, obviously getting from a pizza place is easier, but I like to cook and find joy in making the pizzas.
Joy's cooking. Okay. Now, on your pizza tour, was there a surprise kind of best pizza that you had that you like was unexpected?
I don't think a surprise because we did
Not yet.
not yet. It
Okay.
wasn't really. I'm looking
What
at
about
the
that
list
mustard
here.
pie?
Oh, I was very skeptical about the mustard pie when he said this is what we're getting, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
What did you think?
But delicious. It was a white pie with the mustard, and we put sausage on it, which I think kind of helped break up the mustard. But yeah, that was probably my big surprise because I was not expecting to like that at all.
And we did get it white. I think traditionally is with the tomato sauce, but that's I think a little too much acidity. I don't know. So we got it white which is fantastic. Sorry, Joe.
Interesting.
Have you
you
guys
a
had
mustard
it?
pie girl?
But
I've never
No, I've
had
never
one,
had
but
it.
it's funny you say that because there's somebody I know that that's what they get every single time
Yeah.
they go to Papa's.
I'm a
so.
fan of mustard, like in
it
general.
works well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It
Yeah,
was
I
an
like mustard
odd
rather than ketchup,
combination,
yeah.
but very good.
What?
Me too. Strangely delicious.
Strangely.
Right, like I don't know who puts like ketchup on a hot dog. Stop it.
It's gotta be
belongs on
mustard,
it.
for sure.
And a pretzel. Now, what's the next stop for Pizza Tour 2023?
So the next stop, I think we're going to do Eatery Wood-Fired Pizza. It's over in Bristol,
Okay.
right on the main street, Mill Street. And we have been there before, but I think we're going to try some different toppings. But fantastic place, full bar, great pizza.
Yes. Good drinks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Debbie Martinez says things I'm too old for, making my own pizza at home.
That's 100% correct,
so
Debbie.
true.
It really is. That's a lot.
If anyone's free next Tuesday, they should join us at
Yeah.
Eatery.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Just show up, say, I'm with them. And now, what else are you doing in your free time? Anything else?
So planning for the next adventure is shark cage diving.
Say what?
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
he's
going to
crazy.
actually do that?
Yeah, you get
Where?
in a cage.
In
with
Jersey?
In the cage or outside of the cage?
In the cage. You
With
gotta be
the
in
shark.
cage.
You're in the
shark's
cage,
outside.
the sharks are outside of the
Oh,
cage.
no
Hopefully.
way.
You think, wait,
Hopefully.
the shark is in the
Hopefully.
cage.
Fingers
What are we
crossed.
doing here?
Wait,
Like,
the shark is in the cage, and then you dive in. And
I'm like, this
outside
is-
of the cage, and you pet the
Montauk
shark.
is great.
right, like I was like, what
I
are we,
said I wanna
like,
go
is
to
shark
the
watching?
Montauk.
Like, what are we doing? Right. No, I don't know that
Yeah,
no.
it's out on Montauk, Long Island,
Okay.
the end of the island.
A lot of great whites out there.
And there can be,
Stop.
depending on the season, we're going to go.
What if they come through the
My good
cage?
friend Mike Murray is planning this out. And in the summer, the waters are the warmest.
I'm
so you get the
questioning
greatest
Mike
variety.
Murray's sanity right now.
He's a very sane guy.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, and there's a few of us
Kurt
going.
says update your will.
Thank you, Kurt.
Yes, Kurt, I agree.
And yeah, so that's the adventure, and you can see like bull sharks, nurse sharks, some tiger sharks.
So
Are a
cool.
little less
Sharks,
rare.
you gotta
That is
watch
so
out for those
cool.
bull
Oh my-
sharks.
Your
Yeah,
life
I mean,
flashing
like,
before
I'm
your
so
eyes.
Scared of it though.
What's
It's
the
cool,
cage
but
made of?
right, exactly.
Like metal.
Yeah.
But like, is it like
You guys look into this?
aluminum.
not even steel?
Not aluminum.
No, aluminum.
A shark can bite through that.
They can't bite through.
John.
It's not a great white.
I know.
Until it is a great
Tracy
white.
just said there's tons
Right,
of great
everything's
whites.
okay until it's not.
You better get a shark
Especially off the
tracker.
coast of Montauk. I track sharks.
You better get a
in
shark
summertime.
tracker.
Mike Murray
So-
says, "Don't do it, Danito. You're gonna die."
Isn't that the one who's organizing the
Right.
trip?
That's the guy.
Mike Murray.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike Murray's getting in the cage too.
Oh,
All right.
Mike.
How far out do you go? Like you get on a boat, obviously. How far out do you go? Do you know?
I don't know in nautical mileage, but it's like you're out there. I don't know why they don't use miles; they use knots and all that. But you,
Nautical miles.
Not to speed.
I think you go out like about an hour, so you're out there,
Okay.
Oh my God.
and then they
There's even no
chum the
land in
waters. You get prepped. You climb in the cage.
Wow.
Do you need diving
Going.
experience to do this, or like any fool?
Yeah,
can
are you in
hop
scuba
the
gear?
cage?
So conveniently enough,
Airdrop you.
or crazy enough, you need no experience.
No.
So
Tracy, did you say do they
Michael,
airdrop you?
Michael, 15, 20 miles. I thought it said 15,000. I was
says
like, where the
it's
hell
all
is he taking you?
supervised. Mike's
Yeah,
trying to calm
see?
us down.
it's all a supervised activity.
Okay, but you don't need any.
What's the
experience.
churn?
You
Kurt
have,
Morrow
like-
says, tell them about the churn.
Oh,
What
the
is-
chum.
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 That's
Oh,
like the
sorry.
stuff they throw in the
I
water
didn't have
to
my
attract
glasses
the
on.
shark.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
that's
know
what
what
it
chum
says.
is? Like it's
No.
like the
Fish
bloody
guts.
gut.
Fish guts.
Why do I need to know about this?
So that the sharks will smell the blood and come to the.
Yeah.
Come to the cage.
And they will be attracted to the
Oh, so there's some of this stuff on the cage?
Not on it, around.
like
the,
around-
buckets
Michael.
of chum. They'll
No.
throw in like buckets of chum right out over the side of the boat.
Mike
you
Murray,
come
I
right
need
up
to know
to
if you've
you?
done this before.
How many people go
he has
in the
not.
cage? It's just you
Oh,
by
so he
yourself.
think it's like
organizes it for
one-
other
Fred-
people to die.
One or two people.
Is it you a professional?
Should we go with them?
To have an adventure.
We will go. We will not.
Death adventure.
Can we?
Mike
Can we?
Murray plans
sign
near
up?
death
Allie would like to
experiences.
sign up. For
I'll
this.
go.
My death adventure
There
is a lot
might
more
be
fun than
an
his.
extra
I'll tell you about that
space
another
for
day.
a
But
rider, so that's
It'd be
can
a
go
lot more
long
fun.
but not dive.
Debbie says she saw the
Might be.
movie
She wants
The
to go
Wrong
in.
Missy.
You wanna
Don't
win.
do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
I'll
the
sit on the
wrong
boat and also
Missy.
get some
Don't
sun
do
while I
it.
watch you guys risk your
You want
lives.
to go in the cage too? Yeah, we got you.
Yes.
Mike says you don't need diving experience. The sharks will eat anyone. I don't think you're wrong.
See, the sharks are not picky.
All right, but you didn't answer. Do you have to wear like scuba gear, just like a snorkel?
Oh, nobody
like,
wants
what
to see
is-
me in a scuba suit.
Or
Stop
just
it
like
right now.
goggles.
That's
So
just that in and
we're
of
not
itself.
sure if it's scuba gear or snorkel. Mike was looking at a few different places, and that does vary.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, we're going to get the full expectations.
tell you
before we go.
how-
We're not crazy.
Did they
You're
tell
gonna
you
need a
how
bigger
far
boat.
down in the ocean you go?
You don't go down far at all.
Debbie.
No, because the sharks will
Just
come
like
like
Yeah,
lingering
yeah.
at the surface.
I don't know if they have
Yeah,
that.
and
Debbie
or
says
near
you're
the
going to need a
Bigger
boat.
boat?
But they're all cute little sharks that'll be there. And a
I'm
mako
so afraid.
that looks like a great white, but it's smaller. Maybe that's why your tracker is confusing makos for great whites.
No, you can track them. I forget what the website is, but
It's like, oh, it's
You know what,
a
though? You're
smaller
gonna feel like a-
white. It's still a
tag.
shark.
You can track them all over, but there's only a handful of sharks that are tracked.
facts.
You know?
Yeah, but you know what though? You're going to do that. Like, as afraid as I am, I bet like if you've never done this before, clearly,
Correct.
right? So there's got to be some fear level. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but you're going to
that
feel like a
makes it
badass when you're done
think
because
the
like
fear
once you
level
do it
makes
and then you
it-
actually survive. If Mike says that you'll survive, then you're going to be like you're going to feel like a badass. So now I'm kind of like, should I do it? Like, should I maybe consider this because I'm going to feel like
Right,
crazy
and that's
awesome
the thing.
when I'm done.
It's something new. It's into the adrenaline.
Yeah,
It's
the
going to be
adrenaline.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now
I
I'm going
love-
to panic.
Patty, you could do another extreme sport.
Ooh, skydiving.
Skydiving.
No, I don't want to. I absolutely. That's just for
skydiving.
some reason. I'm like, I've known people to do that, and I'm like,
I would never.
yeah, no.
It was
I think
so
I would
fun.
pass out. I really
You
do.
went, Melissa?
I went
Melissa has
skydiving.
Did you really?
Yeah, I
You
was
didn't pass out.
I was like 19. I was scared to death. It was something I always wanted to do, and it was that day, and it was time to go. And I called my mom, and I was like, "I'm not doing it." And she's like, "Melissa, this is your only chance. Like, you got to do it." And my mom is not the risk taker. Oh
my
So
gosh.
after that pep talk, I did it. Greatest experience.
Really?
So much fun.
But you didn't black out.
Nope. Stayed awake. Screamed my head off. I felt bad for the guys attached to me.
Right.
But
I want to go skydiving so
yeah,
bad.
I have some
my
very,
God, no.
I have some very unflattering pictures because your face is like
because
just
you're like
peeled back.
falling at like
Yeah.
a high rate of speed.
But it's fun.
I feel like that is more dangerous than diving with sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is actually. Yeah.
yeah, I
Because you're
guess.
like,
I mean,
oh,
like,
the
if your
chute
chute
wasn't
doesn't
packed
open.
Right. If it, I don't.
So
I'm not
many
gonna pack it.
things.
The
You have like an
string can
emergency.
break, the handle
That's
can
what I'm
break.
saying. Like, if your like first and second chute do not open, that's it for you.
yeah. So
mean,
then
it
sometimes I
happens
think about
every now and then.
bungee
It
jumping,
does.
and I'm like,
No.
my
would
back
never.
hurts after sleeping weird at night sometimes. Imagine bungee jumping where it like yanks you.
Yeah, see,
like
the
that.
bungee jumping scares me more
That
than
scares
the
me more
I
than
think it's
skydiving.
more
Skydiving.
dangerous
Because
than
I feel like when it
skydiving.
jerks you back up, like,
Mm.
or if it doesn't and you splat.
I know. I mean, then what happened? You're done. You won't know you'll be dead, so it won't matter. Right.
What's the most extreme sport you would do?
That I would do.
Yeah.
I don't want to skydive. I have to really think about
Me
this.
What about zip lining?
I ziplined
Oh,
actually in the
okay.
Black Hills in South Dakota a couple
Oh,
years ago, right
nice.
past Mount Rushmore. It was like the coolest thing
Oh,
ever.
I've
that's
seen
so
it as
that
Yes,
well.
sounds
like
really
you're
cool.
like ziplining, and like Mount Rushmore was like off to the
No
right in the
way.
distance.
That
It was
is
really
so
cool.
cool.
That's
But I
so
will tell
fun.
you, that was really like that was super scary because you're like those trees are like 800 feet high, and then like you're above that, and like. I wore a GoPro the whole time.
Oh,
so you
did
could,
you?
Yeah, I did the whole trip because you had to hike from one zip line to the next. Like once you did one,
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
whole tour around whatever.
Oh, okay.
And like at one point in the video, you hear me say, "Jesus, take the wheel," because like, like that's it. Like, because if you fall, like I made peace. I will say this: I made peace with death at that moment. I thought, well,
Well, because I mean,
if
there's
this breaks, that's it. Like, there's just no other. So, like, get good with God now because
See, that's how I'll be with the Shark Tank.
How
When
high up
bar
are you
breaks,
at this point?
it was.
peak.
You know, I'm going to say, I wish my brother was like watching and he could tell me, but I want to say if the trees were 800 feet high, you're more than that. I was okay once we got moving, but with like when you were hanging there waiting for them to send you, I
oh,
was
like
like,
you
all
have to
right,
like
now
step
can
off
we?
the
Do
ledge.
you step off or do they like give you a little
No,
push?
you're actually seated, like so you're in a seated position,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you're sitting there like on the edge, and then you can just look down, and you shouldn't do that, and then they send you,
Oh.
and then off you go.
Yeah, see, I would need that push. Like,
They
I'm not
send
gonna
you.
send
I would
you.
have to be thrown off.
I need someone to like give me that
Yeah.
push.
It's like
Yeah,
the-
it was like
the-
2 hours, the
The
whole thing. like-
riskiest
Wow.
thing I'm doing
Yeah, it was
is
cool, though.
leaving the house after 9 p.m. on any given day. Like that's, That's about
Mark wanted to do it, and he got afraid, and he backed out. So, and he was, what was it, 2 years ago? He was like 12. And he was like, and I'm kind of glad he didn't, because you were really, really high up. Actually, what scared me the most, sitting there waiting to be like sent on my way, and climbing the steps up to the platform. You were so high. I'm like, I'm gonna fall.
Oh, were
Like-
they like rickety, like
No, they weren't
wooden
rickety, but
steps,
I
or,
was just like, I have like this fear of heights.
I do too.
Yeah, and I
It's
was
so
like
intense.
white knuckling the railings, and yeah,
You need the lift method meditation.
I did at that time.
I
Yes.
wonder if that would help
Yeah.
with my irrational fear of heights.
Because it's not irrational.
Well,
I
it
mean, you
is.
could-
What's going to happen? Just from
You could
Wait,
fall.
who's
that
Eric? Well, hold on, Erica. I bungee jumped off of what? Hold on, sorry. Hold on, I need
Oh,
the
of
glasses.
Circus
in Vegas. That is so cool.
What?
That is very
sounds
cool.
fun.
Who did that?
Because I thought I was going to die. I guess so. Because she was 15. They didn't ask me for ID.
Oh my goodness.
That's great. Yeah, they
That's
don't care.
amazing.
Send you on. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's kind
Wow.
of crazy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
You know what's cool to do too, though, is like those confidence courses. Like,
Oh, like the ropes courses?
yeah, like we did one of those too in South Dakota, and I cried, and I cried, and then got off, and there was like an 8-year-old that got off the same course. I was like, wait a minute now, hold on. But I was in like
I
this
would cry, too.
spider
I
web
would
of
cry, too.
rope,
Let's see, you're
and
more
I just
extreme
was like,
sport than you think.
yeah, but it was a confidence course with an 8-year-old.
That made me
so.
think. That made me think of this one time. I was a camp counselor in the summer,
Minor details.
and one of like the sections we had to do was the confidence course, and of course they're like, all right, well, we need an adult to show the kids, no big deal. And I was voted as tribute to show them.
Tribute.
I did it. I can't show them that I was scared because I'm like responsible for all these middle schoolers.
Were you
so, like,
scared?
I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, so I kind of like doing stuff like that.
Okay.
I was legit scared at one point. You know what I was
Yeah.
mostly scared was because you're tethered to the you had to
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So I got locked and I couldn't unlock the thing and so
no.
I wore the GoPro for that too. And the language I used is just not fit for the show because I was so frustrated. I was like, all right, I got done. And I went, all right, that was enough confidence for one day. Like we're done.
I don't need any more confidence.
Confidence.
We're good.
Listen.
Just reminded me, we were in Vegas and we were so close to doing the zip lining. in
Oh, down the
Vegas.
strip.
We
right?
were in,
do that.
in line to go, and we were.
Wait,
and
how
I didn't
far does
wanna
it take
go.
you though?
I have no idea, and I didn't want to go, but we were the group, and everybody was like all into
So you
it.
didn't
and I was
go?
like, well, we were in line, and we got up to the window, and the zip line thing had closed. So all we could do was like the big Ferris wheel thing.
Stop. I'd be so
was
I'd be so
by the
mad.
bell. Oh man, I was so relieved.
Well, you wouldn't want to do it. I'd be like, come on, I waited this long. Like you got to
Like I didn't
gotta
want
let
to
me
be
on.
the one in the group to like not do it.
Darn,
So,
they're
you know,
closed.
I was like giving in the peer pressure and I didn't want to do it.
So funny.
I was so relieved. Thank God it was closed.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Ziplining is a lot of fun.
All right, well, I'll have to try one day. See, I'll do the
Didn't
meditation
you ever?
beforehand.
Didn't you do the zip line in Veterans Park as a kid? Remember that little?
That's the only time I've zipped, and I fell off of it.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
It would like slam into the pole at
It
the other
would.
side.
It was
and I
so
think
not safe.
The metal, it was metal, and it hit me in the head one time.
Oh
so.
gosh.
That's what it was. You're traumatized now.
It was
Yeah.
your extreme
go.
sport.
You had PTSD from
It could be. It could be. It could be. Oh, that's fun. So, well, if you're having a good time with us tonight, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, do all the stuff. We thank you for that. So, what's next, guys? Tuesday night, you're going to your next pizza thing.
Yeah, every Tuesday night is the pizza tour.
I can't go Tuesday night because I have a new activity on Tuesday night.
What are
What
you
are you
doing?
doing?
That
New
sounds
activity I finally
personal.
found. I've been looking for this for so long, for a couple years. But if anybody knows me, I'm really into cryptocurrency. Do you guys know
Oh,
anything
yes.
about
I do
crypto?
know a little bit, and I don't
little bit.
understand like how it all works.
Okay. So I'm huge on this and becoming, financially literate and educating yourself. Now, do not take any financial advice from me by any means, but I'm just saying you need to educate
Disclaimer.
yourself. Really,
Educate
people
yourself,
be
but
like,
not
"Well,
for me."
Tracy said, but you have to do your own research, but just educate yourself about it. The economy's changing, and I think it's going to be such a big part of the economy going into the future. So I think you need to learn a little bit about it. So I've been a huge crypto nerd. I listen to this podcast every day, BitBoy Crypto, and he wrote a book, and I went to his book signing last week. such a fangirl moment. I got to meet him and his wife, and
Fantastic.
I was like the biggest nerd. It was such a great book signing. He spoke for about an hour, took questions. It was just a great night. So this is his book, Catching Up to Crypto. And what I think I want to do
I will take
is
a picture of that.
I'll get one
Before
for
we-
you.
yeah.
But I think everybody should, if you want to know anything about crypto, read this book.
So-
And go ahead.
Does this give an introduction of like
Yeah.
kind of like what is crypto?
Your
Like,
guide.
Like crypto basics?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
so
your
this- I
guide.
could start
Crypto
off with this.
101.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like beginner 101.
Okay.
And the podcast also is like about the crypto
Well, his
and
podcast,
investing.
yeah, it is. It's not really 101 basic. It is. They do break things down. They do have, they call it BitLab Academy, where you can sign up and take, courses at your own speed to learn about it, and that starts at like beginner level. But it's really, he talks a lot about the economy in general, the stock market. I've learned more about finance and the economy in general, how it operates, from listening to his show every day. In addition to learning about crypto. But I think he's such a great personality, and this is the book.
I need a
I
book.
think I want to do a giveaway.
Ooh, that's
It is
fun.
That's a
autographed
great
by
idea.
Ben Armstrong. And I want to do a giveaway, but I've got to figure out how to, get that all together. So we are going to be giving that away, but I just need a week or two to.
Figure that out.
Exactly.
I got you.
So I nerded out so hard at this book signing, and there was so much like networking, and this guy reached out to me. There's a group that meets up every week in Hamilton, which I have been looking for these people for
Crypto
years.
group?
Yes, and
You
I finally
crypto
found
nerd.
them.
Crypto hacks.
Crypto nerds
I
unite.
am. I don't care. I'm such a nerd, and that's my new Tuesday night thing.
Wait,
so
you have to tell. So they're meeting up. We talked about this, and me and Bob are gonna go make fun of you guys, right?
I don't care.
At
You
the
can
bar.
make fun of me all you want. I'm
That's
gonna
great.
just be laughing all the way to the bank.
Well, me and Bob are
right.
still
You're not
sitting
kidding.
at the bar drinking our beer.
But I was so disappointed. It was last night. I signed up. I was like all ready to go, and I was really not feeling well. I was under the weather, so I couldn't go. But I cannot wait for next week.
So this group, is it just crypto talk? Is it just like crypto fans socializing, a little bit of both?
No. It's crypto talk. It's also an entrepreneur kind of group.
Okay.
Oh.
So I don't know. I haven't gone yet. I'll report back.
Please do.
Yeah.
But yeah, nerded out so hard at this book signing. It was actually
I
really
love.
I
I
was
love
I
that
think it's
for
super
you.
cool. Actually.
Yeah.
I had like
Yeah.
4 books, I was carrying them in a bag.
my
Everybody else had one book, but like you feel like you know these people because you listen
Right.
to them
Yeah.
every day.
Especially like a podcast, you really do feel like you know
Yeah.
the people that
Yeah.
you're listening to.
I mean, and he's so gracious, and his wife is amazing. I mean, they're good people too. So.
Awesome.
Everybody needs that like
You should see
nerd
if you can
out
get 'em on the
thing
show.
that they go for.
Working on it. I am working on it. I would love to have him on the show. I would die.
Die.
We need to make
All right.
that happen.
I'm working.
I'm working on it.
Okay. So, Girl Scout cookies. It's that season.
Oh, I bought a box.
Oh, has anyone tried the new raspberry? Was it the raspberry one?
Ooh, they're delicious.
Are they worth it?
Yes, they're really good.
I'm
They're
mad
nice
they
and
don't
thin
have
and
thanks a lots
crispy.
anymore, though. I'm really
I
upset about that.
loved Thanks a lot.
What are
ones were
they?
those?
Which ones were they?
They were the round with the chocolate and
On the bottom,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, and they don't make them
like a
anymore.
shortbread?
Yeah. Fun fact, though, one of the girls on the Girl Scout cookie box, a friend of mine, it's her daughter.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, like she made it all the way through, and then it was a couple years ago. I forget, and I wish Joanne was listening and I could ask her directly, but I don't know how it happened. But then she got put on the box. I was like, all over the country, like your kid's face is gonna be. It's like the coolest thing.
That is
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Nope, and it's still there because on the box that's in my house that I just got, sure enough, there's Sam.
Oh.
So, yeah, neat.
This might be controversial, but I
Also,
don't
these
get the
ones,
Girl Scout cookies. I
chocolate on the
don't.
bottom.
The only one that's good are the Samoas.
No, the
Or
shortbreads
the
are pretty good
caramel
too.
delights, but I don't understand the big hoopla over the
Girl Scout
Like,
cookies?
people go bananas for
People
them.
do.
It's like
They do.
manufactured hype, intentionally.
Oh,
not,
for
but-
sure.
Right, because it's just a
I know
seasonal
people lose their
thing,
face
Yeah.
over
and,
it.
and it's a
Yeah.
short window that they're
I think
available.
that's what it is for people because they know like it's a short window. You can only get them this time, so it's that hype of like I need to get it right now.
All right.
Anyone else feel bullied by the?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Every time.
Those
I don't
little
feel
girls
bullied.
frighten me.
No, if I
I've
don't
seen
want it,
them
I'm
at
not
the
buying
table.
it.
Has
Wait, I
anyone
think
got them knocking on the door?
Not yet.
No.
No.
I don't,
So
are they
2 weeks
allowed to do
ago-
that?
2 weeks ago, I had family over, and I can see on the ring that someone is approaching the door, and this little tiny knock.
Hide.
And it's this little girl. She was probably like 6 years old, and she's like, "Do you want to buy Girl Scout cookies?" She had a little wagon full of cookies.
Aw.
How am I going to say no?
Right,
couldn't
right.
say
You
no.
can't. Right.
no.
So.
Yeah.
No, and I mean they're only $5.50 a box or something like
Right.
that. Right.
And then the dad, I was like, well, I don't have any cash. The dad's like, don't worry, we take Venmo.
Yes.
And I was like,
bullied into buying
excuse
from
is
these
out the
sweet-
window.
Wow.
It
Oh,
is. It
yeah.
really
Yeah.
is.
you can't say you don't have cash anymore because the Girl Scouts have Venmo.
Venmo. All right, I have a question for all of those Thin Mint lovers. Freezer or no freezer? I always have to put them in the
I'm a Thin Mint
freezer.
person, so
I'm not a
I'm-
Thin Mint girl.
Oh,
Okay,
Really?
so I'm going to
Interesting.
say without I don't like Thin Mints, right? But I'm going to say that probably freezer.
I love them in the freezer.
Yeah.
I'll always keep them in the
Yep.
freezer. Love it.
Is that
Oh my
your
God!
favorite
Wait,
thing?
Brian Larkin says
No,
I have
the caramel
avoided
delight's
going
my
into
favorite.
stores so I don't have to turn down the Girl Scouts
I
out
have
front.
too, Brian. I have too. I'm not gonna lie. You
Yeah.
can't say no to these kids. It's a shame. But what I've started doing
Kurt
now,
says
I just
freezer for
donate
sure.
to my favorite
Freezer.
little Girl Scout now. I just donate money. I don't even want the cookies. I don't really like them that much. So I just
Right.
pay,
Right, here's your
make
right.
my donation, and keep
Correct.
your cookies.
And fun fact, Aldi makes Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
Dupes,
No, they
like,
don't.
The dupes, yeah.
You can get the peanut butter patties.
and the caramel delights, right?
Samoas,
And the
Caramel
Samoas.
delights are pretty good.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
Thin
I
Mint
think-
they have.
And I think they have lemonades.
I believe so.
You
But
know
I
what?
also
I like
think
a good lemonade.
ShopRite
The
has
lemonades
started,
are
the
good.
Bowl and Basket, I think, also started doing like their
Oh.
dupes of Girl
You know what,
Scout
though?
Please just use
I don't
those
think I like that. I
resources
think that's
when it's
unethical.
not cookie time. We don't want Girl
taking
Scouts
away from
cookies.
Right.
Yeah, we're not.
So just
Aside from the Girl
They're
Scouts.
Just
It
out of season.
is
Get your
unethical.
Girl
Yeah,
Scout cookies
I
anytime.
call. I said I wouldn't say bad words on this to my students who wanted to watch, but I call bullshit on that because, like, I feel like that, like, they're kids. Don't try to take it. They're little kids. Let
Right.
them make their money, like, for their organization. Stop it right now, trying to be like copy off.
Well, that's what John just said. You know, buy Girl Scout
Just
cookies.
go there when it's out of
during
season.
Girl Scout cookies.
Don't
Right,
take
then you
away.
don't feel bad.
Like,
the
give
season
the Girl
closes,
Scouts your
then
money.
fine.
I
Right.
can live with that compromise.
Because
That was a
it's
good
short
negotiation right there.
season. It is a short season.
It is very short.
Right, I think it's
season.
only like 2 months or something, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, if that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I went down the Girl Scout rabbit hole because you know how the Samoas are called Samoas, but they don't make them anymore.
They're caramel delights now.
They
Why can't- why
still
do they
make
change
the
the name?
Samoas though? They
It
make
depends.
them.
It depends on the
Two
bakery.
bakeries
The
that
bakery.
make cookies for the Girl Scouts.
Really?
Yeah. So one makes
Well,
Samoas still, and the other.
But
makes
wasn't
caramel
Samoa's like no longer PC?
No.
cookies. No.
What?
Bakery
No.
A
I'm
still
so
uses
confused.
that term.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
They
fine.
still use it, right? But and the difference
Kurt
is.
says the girls at Yardville Acme had a tip jar. I don't doubt it. We talked about
Oh my God,
Oh,
the tip jar.
Oh,
Girl
tip.
Scouts of
Right.
the United
Jim
States.
Murray says he's with you, Tracy. He'll make
Right.
the donation, but he doesn't want the
Yeah,
cookies.
keep the
jar.
cookies.
Although, right, not as a tip, but yeah, I'll give you $5. I don't because the Girl Scouts, the troop doesn't make a whole lot of money on
Right.
the 550. My daughter used to be in the Scouts and sell cookies. Hi, Serafina. And so you learn that, like, I don't know I don't want to quote an amount, but it's a very small amount that goes back to the troops.
Right.
Which, and a lot of these fundraisers is the case. So sure, $5, keep the cookies. Here's
Scandalous.
cash for your troop.
Right.
And that's a good alternative. Although, not buy a couple boxes and then
And
give a
leave
tip.
the tip.
Yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
maybe just donations. They should label that because
Here-
yeah, tips. A little
That'll go
Here's
over a
a
little
tip,
bit better.
kid. Don't eat the yellow snow.
Boom. There you go.
Terrible.
On that note, go out and support your local Girl Scout. If you don't want the cookies, just make the donation. Somebody will eat the
That's a good
cookies.
idea. I'm on board with that.
It's the best nation in the world. Donation.
Okay, dad joke.
On
Oh,
that
the
note,
king
we're
of
out
dad
of time,
jokes.
and we're out. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Bye, all.
See
Hi,
ya.
everyone.
That's hilarious.
The banter now.